I remember before I was a parent, I would do a lot of research, ask questions from like coworkers and friends and other family family members when they were available. Uh, I remember this one book. It's called uh, "What to Expect When You're Expecting," and so I read a little bit on that book. And all in all, when I compare what I know to the book and to what happened, they're all different because everybody's different. Anything and everything can happen. It just depends. Period. I remember um, researching that breastfeeding was better than bottle feeding for different reasons. So I did try to breastfeed. One of my kids was not a success, and next round it was a success. There's many reasons why it's hard. Um, if you want more details into it, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll set up the answers for you for that on my point of view. Like I said, everybody is different. Obviously, everybody's different. But yes, just let me know if that's something you want to lean into or not. I remember when my first was born, she was okay with the formula. She had the blue formula. She started out with that, and it was fine with her. But when my second one came around, he had the orange formula, which is sensitive stomach, and for some reason he just had the most trouble keeping it down. So there's a difference in that. Eventually I worked around to breastfeeding, and that seemed to take better than the formulas did. So that was a plus there. He kept everything down after, and he seemed fine. However, he did get a little upset stomach, had a hard time sleeping. So I started to research on what I could do to help his stomach, to help him feel more comfortable. And I did research and found that you could rub their belly a certain way for a little bit. It's like little circular motions around. And I researched a little more, and there's areas on the bottom of your feet that are supposed to help you relax, and I don't know, but it was really cool. I'll have to look it up again to show y'all if that's something that y'all are interested in. But yeah, you rub the feet a certain way, and he was able to relax, and that seemed to help a little bit as well. So that was good. Yeah. With my first kid, she was a night owl. I would go to work and nothing, it'd be all like fine and dandy. Then when it came to sleep time, she would constantly move and flop around. It was very different. With my son, he was active, and then he wasn't, and then he was active, and then he wasn't. It just depended on him, I suppose. But I remember they would both stretch, and don't get me wrong, it seems the same, but they each stretch differently. It's just weird. They would always get up in my rib cage to where it's a little harder to breathe, but it would subside, and then I'd be fine. With my son, he would do it more often near the end of the pregnancy, and it was just hard. It was very different. I had to actually sit down a lot more with him toward the end than with my daughter. That's what I remember. So that is a difference. So no two pregnancies will ever be the same, I don't think. At least not in my experience. Supplies. Supplies can be very tricky. I would recommend, most of the time, it's going to be diapers, period. I would definitely stock up on some diapers. However, you have to be careful because some kids grow quicker than others. So that is iffy, but I would definitely say diapers is the trickiest. And then, of course, the formulas, they're very expensive. So, I don't know, it's hard because if you don't have the money for it, I understand. But if you can get onto WIC or something to help you with that, it's better to use that and stock up on it, because there'll be a time where you have a can and then you're almost out and then it'll be fine. No, don't trust it, because when I was working in a grocery store, there'd be these gentlemen and ladies coming in at closing, and it's like, please, I just need some formula. And you just, if your kid can't, if you don't have the breast milk to give it to them, and they can only have a certain kind, it's hard. So formula is like number 2.